I want to know how many nerdfighters out there are metalheads.
Hey, guess what? This is my theme song.
Recently, I've come to discover that I'm not the only nerdfighter who is also a metalhead. This should have been something that was common knowledge to me. With the amount of people that are nerdfighters, of course there's going to be some of them that are metalheads. There are at least 2 that I know of aside from myself. I want to know how many more there are. So here's what I want to do. I'm serious. I really want to find this out. This is not a ploy or a gimmick to try to get more views. I mean this. I really want to know. Here's what I want you to do. If you are a nerdfighter and a metalhead, then I want you to, in the comments below, give me the horns. Give me the metal horns. Then if you are a nerdfighter and a metalhead, then you know how to do this in lead speak, in text comment things. That's the test. That's the test. If you are a nerdfighter and a metalhead, then you will know that. And then, after posting the horns in the comments, I want you to send this video to everybody who you know that is also a metalhead and a nerdfighter. I want to find out exactly how much, what our numbers are. Also, usually if you're a metalhead, then you play an instrument that can be found in a metal band. So next to your metal horns, I want you to list the instrument that you play. I'm really interested in this, people, because I'm sure the numbers are huge here. There's a big reason for this. I went and looked at the DFTBA records list of artists, and there aren't really any that are heavy, you know? Like I said in one of my previous videos, there are some people who like heavy in their music, and I want to find out how many of those people there are. I can talk. I promise I can talk. That being said, after I noticed that there aren't very many heavy bands on DFTBA records, I said to myself, Kyle? Because that's what I call myself. I call myself Kyle. Why aren't there any metal bands on DFTBA records? Is it because of who runs DFTBA records? Are they just not interested in heavy music? Do they not realize that there is a fan base for heavy music out there? Are fans of heavy music just not making themselves known? Other similar questions. I want to find out the reason for that, and I want to try to get some heavy music on DFTBA records because I love heavy music. Don't get me wrong, I totally appreciate the non-heavy stuff. I'm a fan of music in general for the most part, but I want my metal. I want to have a taste of metal, you know what I mean? I am working on an album in which I play all of the instruments except for lead guitar. I'm going to have my friend Chris Oaf play the lead guitar. He plays guitar in my band Sire, and he's just better at it than I am. You can click on the avatar poster and it will take you to a video of my band performing live. I'll go ahead and leave that up for a little bit. And that album that I'm working on is an album of metal because that's what I like. I like heavy music. So I'm writing heavy music. And I want to spread that out there and get as many people who are interested in that to get the music to them, you know what I mean? When it's finished, I'm gonna post a couple of the songs here on my channel. Now obviously what I'm getting at here is that my music should be on DFTBA records. Either my album that I'm doing by myself or my band or both. But I think if there are other guys who are nerdfighters and metalheads and are making music that's heavy, that they should be able to get in front of the DFTBA records as well. I want everybody to spread the word. I want to get this around to as many people as we can. If we gather together in numbers that are large enough, that we can do this, guys. So come on, because metal is strong and will live on throughout the ages as the epic force of power that it is. If there are other guys, that they should get their music in front of the DAFTB. Is it because of who runs DFTB? Is it because of who runs DFTB?